MaryLouRetton is a name that resonates deeply, a name synonymous with American athletic excellence and Olympic glory. Her achievements in the world of gymnastics catapulted her to national stardom, making her a household name and an inspiration to countless young athletes across the country. Within American sports history, she represents a pivotal moment, a turning point in how the nation perceived women in sports, particularly in the demanding discipline of gymnastics. She captured the world's attention at the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics, an event that not only showcased her incredible talent, but also became a symbol of American pride and achievement on the global stage. The atmosphere was electric, the competition fierce, but Retton rose to the occasion with unparalleled grace and power, becoming the first American woman to win the all-around gold in gymnastics at just 16. This victory was more than just a personal triumph. It was a watershed moment for American gymnastics, breaking barriers and paving the way for future generations of female athletes. Her powerful performances, characterized by incredible strength, precision, and artistry, captivated audiences worldwide. Each routine was a display of athleticism and determination, pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible in women's gymnastics. An infectious smile made her a national icon and a symbol of determination. Her genuine joy and unwavering spirit resonated with people from all walks of life, solidifying her status as a beloved figure in American culture. For decades, she was celebrated as America's sweetheart, a title that reflected her wholesome image and her ability to connect with people on a personal level. She embodied the values of hard work, perseverance, and sportsmanship, making her an ideal role model for young people, a role model for aspiring athletes. She inspired countless young gymnasts to pursue their dreams, demonstrating that with dedication and hard work, anything is possible. Her influence extended beyond the gym, encouraging young people to strive for excellence in all areas of their lives. Her journey was marked by relentless training, pushing her body and mind to their limits in pursuit of perfection. The countless hours spent in the gym, the sacrifices made along the way, all contributed to her extraordinary success and a dynamic, explosive style that redefined U.S. gymnastics. She brought a new level of power and athleticism to the sport, challenging traditional notions of what a female gymnast could achieve. Retton's legacy seemed untouchable, a testament to her extraordinary achievements and enduring impact on the world of sports. She was inducted into the International Gymnastics Hall of Fame, solidifying her place among the legends of the sport. Until recent events challenged that image, the narrative that had been carefully constructed over decades began to unravel, revealing a more complex and human side to the celebrated athlete. In late 2023, she was hospitalized, facing a health crisis that threatened her life and shook the nation. The news of her illness spread quickly, prompting an outpouring of support and concern from fans and well-wishers around the world. With a rare, life-threatening pneumonia, requiring intensive care and a long road to recovery, the severity of her condition highlighted the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing every moment. And her family's plea for help revealed a vulnerability few had seen. The public learned of her struggles with healthcare costs and the challenges of navigating the American healthcare system, adding another layer of complexity to her story. Then, in 2024, news of her arrest shocked fans, sending shockwaves through the media and prompting a re-evaluation of her public image. The details surrounding the arrest were initially unclear, leading to speculation and uncertainty, and shifted the conversation from her Olympic triumphs to her personal struggles. The media scrutiny intensified, with every detail of her life being dissected and analyzed. The incident forced a re-evaluation of a beloved icon, prompting discussions about the pressures faced by athletes and the challenges of maintaining a perfect image in the public eye, reminding us that even heroes face difficult chapters. It served as a stark reminder that even those who seem to have it all can struggle with personal demons and make mistakes. This new reality adds complexity to her story, forcing us to confront the fact that even our heroes are human and fallible, blending triumph with very public adversity. The juxtaposition of her past achievements and current struggles creates a compelling and ultimately human narrative. The world now watches with a mixture of curiosity, concern, and perhaps even a touch of judgment. As Retton navigates this unexpected and very human chapter, her journey serves as a reminder that life is full of twists and turns, and that even the most celebrated figures are not immune to hardship and adversity. On May 17, 2024, a date that would soon be etched in headlines. MaryLouRetton, the celebrated Olympic gymnast, was arrested. The location was Marion County, West Virginia, a place far removed from the glitz and glamour of Olympic arenas, and the charge was driving under the influence, a serious offense with potentially far-reaching consequences. The news of the arrest spread like wildfire, stunning the public and dominating news cycles, especially coming just months after her widely publicized health crisis and the outpouring of support she received. The timing amplified the shock and disbelief. The sequence of events leading to the arrest unfolded after concerned citizens reported a Porsche, allegedly driven by Retton, driving erratically on the roads near Fairmont, West Virginia. The calls painted a picture of a vehicle swerving and posing a potential danger to other drivers. Local police quickly responded to the reports, dispatching officers to investigate the situation and ensure public safety. After a brief search, law enforcement located Retton's vehicle in the parking lot of an AutoZone store. The car was stationary, but the investigation was just beginning. Officers approached the vehicle, carefully observing her condition and initiating standard procedures for a suspected DUI. They began investigating the reports of erratic driving, gathering information, and assessing the situation with diligence and professionalism. Following their assessment and the gathering of evidence, she was charged with 1 count of driving under the influence, or DUI. This is a standard charge in West Virginia, carrying potential penalties that range from fines to imprisonment, depending on the specifics of the case. Following the formal charge, Retton was taken into custody and processed according to standard legal protocols. She was later released on a $1,500 personal recognizance bond, meaning she was released without having to pay the amount, based on her promise to appear in court. The arrest marked the start of a potentially lengthy legal process, one that would involve court appearances, legal representation, and ultimately, a judgment. Given Retton's celebrity status, the proceedings were guaranteed to play out under intense media scrutiny and with significant public attention. For many, the news served as a jarring reminder of the human element behind even the most celebrated figures. It highlighted the fact that fame and success offer no inherent shield from personal struggles or the potential legal consequences that can arise from them. The setting of this event, the quiet and relatively unassuming landscape of West Virginia, only served to heighten the sense of shock and disbelief that rippled through the public consciousness. Seeing a global icon, once celebrated for her athletic prowess, in such a situation was a stark and sobering contrast. The narrative had shifted. The story was no longer solely about Olympic gold medals and triumphant victories, but about accountability, responsibility, and the complexities of navigating life under the intense glare of public scrutiny. It was a stark reminder of the ever-present reality of personal struggle, regardless of one's public image or past achievements. When officers approached Retton's Porsche, they immediately noticed the odor of alcohol. Her speech was slurred, and the officers documented these classic signs of impairment. Inside the car, they found a screw-top wine container on the passenger seat, strong evidence in a DUI case. These observations, combined with reports of erratic driving, gave police probable cause to proceed. The scene was carefully documented, setting the stage for the legal process ahead. For Retton, the parking lot encounter marked a dramatic turn from Olympic glory to public scrutiny. The evidence collected would become central to the case. In that moment, the celebrated athlete became another individual facing the consequences of a poor decision. Police body cam footage, released in July 2024, offered an unfiltered look at Retton's arrest. The video showed her compliant but visibly distressed, gasping and expressing disbelief. Notably, she wore a nasal cannula, a reminder of her recent battle with pneumonia, and struggled with her breathing during the encounter. She admitted she didn't have her driver's license, adding to the complications. The footage captured her shock as officers moved to arrest her, highlighting her vulnerability. The public saw not just a celebrity, but a person overwhelmed by the gravity of the moment. The video transformed the story from a headline to a deeply human event. It was a raw glimpse into the reality behind the news. The body cam footage also showed Retton attempting field sobriety tests. She struggled with the horizontal gaze nystagmus test, unable to keep her head still. During the one-leg stand, she lost balance and couldn't count past 9. Reports indicate she failed all 3 standard tests, including the walk and turn. These failures, combined with the earlier evidence, justified her arrest for DUI. Retton then refused a blood alcohol test, a decision that can trigger automatic penalties. The combination of failed tests and refusal solidified the case against her. The tests, designed to reveal impairment, left little doubt for the officers. For Retton, the moment was a public reckoning. The legal process was now inevitable. After her arrest, the legal process began to unfold. The initial shock of the situation started to give way to the stark reality of the charges she faced. Retton's mugshot was taken, a routine procedure for anyone taken into custody. It's a standard procedure, part of the booking process, but one with powerful symbolism. It marks a formal entry into the criminal justice system. Released months later alongside the body cam footage, offering a more complete picture of the events leading up to the arrest, the image quickly spread across media platforms, becoming a focal point in the coverage of her arrest. It was shared and discussed widely, fueling public conversation. The photo showed her somber, her expression heavy with the weight of the situation, seemingly on the verge of tears. The gravity of the moment was etched on her face. It was a stark contrast to her Olympic smile, the radiant image that had been imprinted in the minds of millions. The juxtaposition was jarring. For many, it was a jarring visual, a stark reminder of the human element behind the celebrity persona. It was a moment that challenged the idealized image they held. It was a difficult image to reconcile. America's sweetheart seemingly at her lowest, a far cry from the triumphant athlete celebrated on the world stage. The mugshot stripped away celebrity, the carefully constructed image, and the layers of fame. It revealed a person facing real consequences, navigating the complexities of the legal system, and confronting the potential repercussions of her actions. It became the defining image of her legal troubles, overshadowing her past achievements in the immediate aftermath of the arrest. It was a humanizing moment, showcasing emotional vulnerability in a way that headlines could not capture. It offered a glimpse beyond the celebrity facade. The photo marked a low point, a moment of public reckoning that would forever be associated with her story. It served as a visual narrative of a fall from grace, a stark reminder of the challenges and pitfalls that can accompany fame and success. It underscored the seriousness of the charge, highlighting the potential dangers and consequences associated with impaired driving. It also underscored the emotional toll of the experience, the psychological impact of facing public scrutiny and legal repercussions. For Retton and her fans, it was a difficult moment, a test of loyalty and understanding in the face of unexpected circumstances. It was a sobering reminder that no one is immune to mistakes, regardless of their past achievements or public image. It highlighted the human fallibility that exists within us all. Retton's case moved swiftly through the Marion County court system. In June 2024, she entered a no-contest plea to first offense non-aggravated DUI. This plea meant she accepted the conviction and punishment without admitting guilt. Her legal team emphasized she received no special treatment. The judge fined her $100, standard for a first-time non-aggravated offense. With the plea and fine, the legal case was closed. Retton's team expressed gratitude for the professionalism of law enforcement and the court. The swift resolution allowed her to begin addressing the personal and public fallout. The focus now shifted from the courtroom to her response and recovery. After the case closed, Retton issued a public apology through People magazine. She took full responsibility, stating, "I take full responsibility for my actions." Her apology was direct. "What happened was completely unacceptable. I make no excuses." She acknowledged the disappointment caused to her family, friends, and fans. The statement was an important step in repairing her public image. Retton recognized the impact of her actions and the need to rebuild trust. Her apology was widely seen as sincere and appropriate. By speaking openly, she began the process of making amends. The public response was mixed, but many appreciated her honesty. The apology allowed her to control the narrative and move forward. The conclusion of Retton's DUI case brought closure to a difficult chapter. With her plea, fine, and public apology, the legal and public relations aspects were resolved. The outcome was consistent with local standards despite her fame. The focus shifted from the arrest to her response, remorse, and accountability. This incident, following her health crisis, added complexity to her story. It's a reminder that even heroes face struggles and consequences. How this chapter is remembered will depend on her actions moving forward. For now, it stands as a cautionary tale and a humbling moment in the life of an American icon.